House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stallions offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play-action fake. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. You saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davison. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Fakes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Got it behind the line, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. give on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finding open areas. Into the secondary on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
There he goes! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rushes on him. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
kick from their own 20. Finding an escape route. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster outline. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 17 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Gonna swing it on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's low. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. all the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Well, the running game got nothing on first and second down. Let's see if they try the air on third and long. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Stallions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Grabbed over the middle, and Cheryl. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Got enough for the first. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for space, it's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier. And the ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start